This is an accurate analysis of Elden Ring, Act 1. Lo and behold, the character creation screen, a magical place where you can materialize and fine-tune a digital protagonist character of your choosing. As you can see, you have a variety of options to choose from. You even have a choice to commit copyright infringement and create popular characters, and even more. The possibilities, all of it, in the palm of my hands. So anyway, I created a femboy. His name is Mateus. He doesn't like bugs and his favorite song is Hello by Adele. Alas, our chosen class, warrior. Why, you may ask? I want to get up close and cleave the hearts from the chests of my enemies. So I made that, customized him a little bit more, and then went on to start the tutorial. I wonder what adventures await. A cutscene, of course.
Oh, rise now, ye tarnished.
Step tarnished, what are you doing?
A loathsome dung-eater.
This guy, the loathsome shit muncher.
A tarnished of no renown.
Oh shit, that's us. Tarnished was in finger. I like the sound of that. Join me as we find ourselves in engaging battles where we decide the fate of our lives by the simple use of our swords, which are highly ineffective against a tutorial boss. We weren't even meant to win this fight. I mean, we can, but I only found that out after I googled it and found guides on how to defeat Scion the Grafted. This really is a From Software game. After being knocked unconscious and left in the dirt, we are approached by a steed reminiscent of a goat? Atop is a fine maiden of unknown origins with a face not fully revealed. Kinky. After a long elevator ride, we arrive at the gate of freedom. Behold, Limgrave. A land of opportunity, adventure. What wonders shall we find? So immediately we get called bitchless, a soiled virgin, no bitches having ass, by this masked our first enemy. He shall feel the might of my newly created character, whose body was forged by the very hands of God. Or that is what I would have said if he wasn't stomping my ass every 5 seconds. If there was a sport for who could die the most amount of times to an entry-level boss, I would be Usain Bolt. After several minutes of dying, I finally decide that perhaps this isn't working, and I need to level my character elsewhere. Traveling along to where the light shows me, along the treacherous hill, I come upon restless souls who beg for my blade. I find a cave of wonders that's as big as my ex's vagina. Preemptively, I enter and find ferocious furry predators lying about in this cave. After our feverish display of strength, I stumbled upon a quaint little town of what I like to call XP farm. Stealth is an important aspect of any good game, and this we use to our advantage. Engaging in suspicious activity in the daylight is my favorite pastime, but there is one purveyor of authority that is intent on blocking my perverted activities. Meet the man with a shield. He's very adept at thwarting my advances and stabbing me in the stomach. They said this game was hard, but by God, I've never met a worse asshole than this guy. I rest at the sight of Grace, and there she is. The future mother of my children. That one-eye Sushi babe, like the wonderful wife she is. She grants me her mighty goat steed, a functional port of transportation that I can use to attack my enemies from above, and miss several times. There's also this guy here that was cursed into becoming a tree. I mess with his vibe. What the heck even is that? Beyond a shadow of a doubt, his blood will paint my blade. I guess it makes sense that I can only reach his legs. I'm not very tall after all. Oh, his head is down. Convenient. After rolling around for a bit and expanding my general knowledge of the area, I come upon what you would call a trap. One that I eagerly fell into, and believe me, I fell hard. This giant was bigger than the last two, and much stronger. After a bit of fighting, I ultimately execute this goofy goober and turned him to ashes. Being bombarded by multiple enemies, as you can see, is not very fun. I think this is what it must feel like to be Riley Reid. I was confident the first time, but he seems a tad more aggressive right now. I imagine retreat will be a common tactic that will be used throughout the game. This really is some alluring scenery, huh? Hey, I finally unlocked my first greatsword for, dismounting the heads from my enemies. Jesus, is massive. And it does a crazy amount of damage. I think I prefer this one.